We as a business and as a group of individuals have certainly been called disruptors, we've been called innovators, we've been called trendsetters, and all of those things for me just are wonderful, because actually what that shows is that we are really striving to, I guess, make strides in really changing people's perception of spa and what it's about. It's about escaping, it's about rebalancing, it's about addressing things that perhaps aren't quite right within you physically, mentally or emotionally, and the power of that is really quite special. The creation of spabreaks.com really came from a desire and a very obvious need that I felt in the industry very early on, that needed to address accessibility within spas. I think over the years I'd realised that spas were very much for those in the fortunate position to be able to spend time and money midweek when they weren't at work and didn't necessarily have the children at home, to be able to go and spend a lot of money on wonderful treatments and relaxing, which on the surface is amazing and exactly what spas are about. However, for me it went much deeper. That was really at the very start of the revolution, I guess, of well-being and what we now know as wellness and well-being, and is a term that's used every day by many, many people. However, back then it purely wasn't, and it was all about time and convenience and cheap and quick and something you could do in your lunch hour, which I strongly believed wasn't the case, and therefore I set about creating something that was really much more about the nurturing, and I guess took customers back to the very essence and background and history of spa, and from the Roman days of what spas were, and it was all about recovery, recuperation, and really that kind of the time to nurture and go back to yourself. We started with 2 placement students and 26 spas that I managed to cobble together, to now being in excess of 700 spas around the UK, Ireland and Europe, with some a long haul as well. But the journey hasn't changed, and the accessibility around welcoming people into spas with cancer, people with disabilities, allowing carers, for example, to go into spas for free if they're caring for deaf, blind people in wheelchairs, for example, has continued and will always be at the very heart of our values and certainly what we're looking to do. So we're now in the lucky position where actually we can take people's demands, take people's personal requests, and due to our flexible booking functionalities on the site, so whether you want to pick up the phone and speak to somebody 7 days a week, or whether you want to speak to somebody through the online chat or through booking online in the evening when it's most convenient for you, we actually can facilitate people's needs and demands to get away, even if they are incredibly last minute. We have the platform to be able to guide and advise, to be able to recommend spas that are especially good for those customers. It's not preaching, it's not, forcing people to go to spas that they don't want to anymore. It's just educating our consumers on the best spas that have had the best training for their personalised requirements. The spa industry for me is incredibly powerful. I don't think we've even begun to touch the surface really of what role the spas will play in the future of our communities. I truly believe that spas have the power to be able to unlock emotional, physical and mental well-being in many, many consumers and many people that haven't even thought about experiencing it. So for us, moving forward, we are going to be opening up spas to many more people and helping them realise just exactly what a spa break or a spa day can offer.